Hello, folks. Welcome to yet another episode. In this episode, I want to talk to you about the steps to becoming an effective problem solver. So, the world is in need of problem solvers. Most of us are consumers as opposed to becoming problem solvers. How can we become effective problem solvers? To improve our personal lives, to improve lives in our community, society, the nation, and also to improve our lives globally. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share videos to help other people get access to this information. Number one, to become an effective problem solver, you need to be able to identify the problem. So what is the problem that you want to solve? Whether in your personal life, in your community, or even at the global stage, what is the problem? Identify it. After identifying the problem, the next thing is, can you define the problem in exact terms? Many people can identify the problem, but they are unable to put it in perspective and say that this is really the problem. If we can quantify it, if we can describe it well, that is what we mean by defining the problem and putting it into perspective. The next thing is, you need to also know the root causes of this problem, if any, that what caused this problem in the first place. Knowing the cause definitely helps you in finding a solution for the problem. Another thing we can do in trying to become effective problem solvers is to break down the problem into different parts, smaller units, smaller parts. Quite often people try to tackle a problem by looking at it, holistically. When you try to solve a problem, looking at it holistically is quite difficult. It makes the problem look even huge to you. And therefore applying your mind to solving this problem becomes an issue. But if you can break down the problem into smaller parts, into smaller units, it gets easier from that point, because if you find a solution for some small unit of the problem, before you realize you solve different parts of the problem, and the whole problem gets solved. The other thing that we can do is that now that we've been able to break the problem to smaller parts, we need to find multiple solutions. What are all the possible solutions to this problem? Those that are known and those that are yet unknown. Quite often people find it easier, coming up with the solutions that are already known. But the solutions that are not yet known, should come from right here, using our brain, our cognition, to think and come up with discoveries, come up with new ways of solving the problem. Well, we solve problem in two ways. Either we solve it based on what is already known, or what is not known. And that's the difference between creators and also inventors, because they can think and come up with the solutions that are not yet known. That is what makes them different from those of us who are not inventors. So now that you've come up with all the possible solutions, the ones that are already known, the ones that you did with your own thinking as novel ways of solving the problem, which of them is the best one? You need to evaluate each of the solutions one after the other, look at the pros and cons of every solution, and choose the best possible solution to address the problem or overcome the problem. Now that you've been able to evaluate the solutions and choosing the one that you think would work best, you plan and then implement your solution. So just act on the solution. Let's see what happens by acting on this solution or using this solution to solve the problem. After you've implemented or taken action to apply the solution to the problem, now is the time for us to measure the success of the solution and make adjustment. So let's do some evaluation here. Did the solution work in terms of trying to solve the problem or not? And do we need to make a change? Of course, if the solution doesn't work, we go for the next one, and we keep doing it until we find a solution for the problem. These are the steps in problem solving, which we all need to become problem solvers, because the world needs more problem solvers than consumers. Most of us are consumers and waiting for people to find a solution, and we don't have much problem solvers to provide the solutions. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share videos to help other people get access to this information.